conduct, whether it's, so mainly we will be using the cognitive, like all those, like those tests, aptitude ones. Then is the verbal ability. So verbal, right? So it is used to comprehend complex written material and deduct relevant information and conclusion. So as it says, verbal, right? So there will be spelling, grammar, logic, vocabulary, everything related to the language proficiency test, evaluate the basic language skills, reading, writing, listening, speaking. Then verbal ability is an important skills in sales and marketing as well. Then the numerical ability is the test which includes the basic arithmetic test as well as advanced numerical reasoning test. And then this basic arithmetic test measures speed in making educated mathematical estimations. And see, all these will be time, right? Time-based. There will be a time limit to all these tests. Then advanced numerical reasoning test measure ability to interpret complex data presented in various graphs, right? So there will be different graphic graphs will be there to deduce information and conclusion. The level of difficulty differs from field to field. People in the field of commerce, finance, engineering, statistics require a considerably high level of efficiency at mathematical aptitude test, right? And these tests are specifically significant in banking, insurance related fields. See, whenever any individual, right, is dealing a lot with numbers, so that individual needs to, we can conduct this test, right? Because this will be the basic, and that must be there. You must be able to, right, do that quite fast. Okay, then comes the logical reasoning test. So it will measure one's ability to determining the solution by identifying one's ability to determine the solution by identifying the underlying logic of a pattern. All right, and these tests generally involve basic logic, right? So there will be some logic exercises and reading comprehension to test the grasping ability of the candidates, right? So candidates' logical thinking, reasoning, as well as innovation in ideas are checked by giving certain hypothetical situation. So these tests check a candidate's ability to cope with complexity and deal with novelty. Then there is this clerical ability. So the clerical ability test measure visual ability of a candidate with respect to speed and accuracy, right? So we need speed plus accuracy as well, right? So there will be few tests under this, which will be perceptual ability, which is the ability to register words and numbers with speed and accuracy. Then intellectual ability, the ability to grasp the meaning of words and symbols. Then the motor ability, which is the ability to use various types of machines and tools like a typewriter, duplicator, right? So depending upon, again, the job and what instrument, right, will be used. So checking that, right? That all comes under the clerical ability. Then the mechanical reasoning, right? So this will help us know, the mechanical reasoning test assess candidates' knowledge of physical and mechanical principles, right? So mechanical reasoning questions are used in wide range of competitive examinations, including the military, that is armed services, vocational aptitude battery, then police forces, fire services, as well as many craft, technical and engineering occupations, right? So these are related to the mechanical principles, right? So physical and mechanical principles. So it will be again job specific. Then diagrammatic reasoning, and these diagrammatic reasoning tests measure general intelligence by evaluating the diagrams, understanding logic, rules, causes. These tests imply testing of logical reasoning using pictures and diagrams instead of text or numbers. So they will be diagrams. Yeah. Then there is spatial ability, right? So this test include manipulating shapes in 2 dimensions or to visualize 3-dimensional objects presented at 2-dimensional pictures. And then spatial ability tests are usually applied to predict the ability to work with complex plan and are needed in engineering settings, architecture, interior designing, and all of those.